Hey guys, welcome to PFYT Thoughts. I'm here with my mom. We're going to be making a family recipe, gulab jamuns, which is just pretty much fried milk balls and a sugar syrup. Yes. So join us. So this recipe comes from my grandmother or my mom's mom. And these are all the ingredients you need right here, which is really not that much. We have milk powder. We have baking powder. We have flour. And we have media cream.
And you can also substitute with sour cream.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a little bit more accessible to this, but this just makes it taste really, really, really rich and delicious. I mean, my brother loves this. When we mix strawberries and cream, this is what we use.
Yes.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. My mom is gonna start grinding the cardamom. If you can't find whole cardamom, you can use a teaspoon of just ground cardamom, which works just fine. Just be careful. This is a very strong and pungent flavor.
Potent. Yeah.
Potent. You might not be used to it, so just be careful when you use this. So she's going to start grinding that up while I make the dough, which is just the milk powder. I'm going to put the flour. I'm going to put the baking powder in here. I'm going to give that a quick stir just to make sure all the dry is mixed together. All right, just make sure it's incorporated. And then I'm going to add the cream and just start making the dough. So once you get the wet ingredients in there, you just want to mix it up until it makes a dough ball. I'm using a rubber spatula. You can use a mixer if you want. Right, Mom?
Yes.
At some point, you want to just get in here and get these off. Once that's done, you can just start kneading it by hand. Then you're going to want to let it sit for like 20 minutes. Right, Mom?
Yes.
And that's so that all the moisture from the cream or the sour cream gets absorbed by the flour. My mom said it wasn't smooth enough, so she's fixing it for me.
There you go.
There you go. So that's what it should look like, not mine. All right, so my mom started rolling the balls. While she's doing that, I actually mixed together the water and the sugar. My mom used palm sugar, but you can use any type of sugar you want, but not brown. Just use white sugar or palm sugar.
Correct.
All right, and so I'm just putting the water and the sugar in here to make a syrup. And I'm also adding a quarter teaspoon now of the ground cardamom and then we're gonna add just a pinch of saffron.
Saffron strands. Yep.
So Mom, where can you find the saffron?
You can find it in most of Indian stores will have the saffron strands. It'll be in a packet, just like that.
Yeah, saffron's a really good ingredient to have. You don't need a lot of it to use in a dish, so a container like this will last you months, right, Mom? How long
A year or two.
Yeah, my mom has had this for almost 2 years. All right, so I'm just checking on our syrup here. The sugar's all melted and the saffron has started to infuse the liquid a little bit. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to reduce it by a quarter so it just gets a little bit more viscous and a little bit thicker and a little bit more syrupy. All right, so my mom just finished rolling out the balls and they're super smooth. How come, Mom?
Because if they are not smooth and if there are cracks, it'll break apart in the oil.
All right, so while the syrup is reducing, we're going to get the oil heating up. My mom has a special bowl. We've had this bowl forever in the family, but you don't have to use this bowl. You can use any pot you have. Just make sure you only fill it up halfway. Any more than that, it'll be kind of a dangerous mess when you start frying stuff. It might overflow based on the moisture level in whatever you're frying. And the reason why we're getting this heated up at the same time is because you want to make sure you get. This is one of those weird situations where you take the stuff right from the fryer into the syrup. So we want to make sure that we get it into the syrup as hot as possible for the same reason you salt something for when it comes out, so it absorbs the liquid right away.
Correct. Yep.
So as you can see, the syrup's reduced enough. It may look a little bit watery, but what you're really looking for is that it's nappe, and that's just the term for when you strike your finger through it, it doesn't come back together. And we're just going to pour this right into our glass bowl over here. And like I said before, we're just going to have the balls go right from the fryer into the syrup. All right, so my mom just did a little tester just to make sure it was ready. You can see the color on that. We did start off at high to get it up, and then we're going to turn it down to medium-low heat. You just want to make sure that your gulab jamuns are going to be beautiful golden brown and not anything more than that. And that's pretty much it. So we're just gonna start frying. All right, so as you can see, my mom is frying them right now. They're only taking about a minute and a half in here. And they're beautiful brown on the outside. I mean, they're actually nice and pretty on the inside. See that? They're nice and cooked all the way through. And we're just gonna put them right in the syrup so they absorb all the syrup and the flavor. All right, so you can see why we wanted to make these this small, because we went from this to this, so they almost doubled in size. And just imagine if this was any bigger, we would just have this big greasy mess that just would not be any good to eat. It would just be full of oil. It would be raw in the middle. You can see how this is super nice and light and fluffy on the inside. I mean, they taste good just like this. But with the syrup, it's insane how good this is. So good. So I just did put 4 of these in a bowl, and because I like a little bit of texture, I'm just going to garnish it with just a little bit of pistachios. You can use slivered almonds, cashews, or you don't even have to do any nuts if you don't want. These are very rich, so that's why 3 to 4 is probably all you're going to want to eat. But they're super delicious, and I hope you guys try it at home.
Bon appetit.
Good. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I just want to give a shout out to a few people. Thank you to Ron Stud, who let me borrow some lights, and to my man Sean McKittrick, who's been doing all the editing for all the videos I've had so far. Hope you guys try this recipe. If you do, please put something down in the comments. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this special episode with my mother. We're going to be making a traditional Indian dessert called gulab jamuns. This is my grandmother's recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers out there. If you guys like the video, please comment and please subscribe.
I'm just smiling.
All right. Yeah,
Calm down.
don't. All right. These cute little bowls. Ooh, almost fell off. Oh, crazy. All right, so now we're waiting for them. Should be good to go. All right. Ready, Mom?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to. We're gonna start over again.
You want me to stop and start again?
No, it's fine. Is it playing? Hey guys, welcome to Penny for Your Thoughts. I'm here with Mama D, my mom. We're gonna be making our. Oh yeah, we're gonna start over. It's okay. Yeah. Just keep it. All right, ready?
Your backs will be seen.
Okay.
All right, so we only have one shot of this take. All right?
Why?
Because we're mixing it. I started.
Okay, start. Ruben, check. Your head is cut off.
Is it?
Completely. Your head is completely cut off.
Oh, thanks.
It's about 1.5 cups of water and equal parts sugar, so 1.5 cups of each. My mom used what, palm sugar?
Oh,
All right, start it.
Oh, that's how the French do.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. All right.
What happened?
All right. So now that we're waiting for the balls to absorb all the syrup, there's 2 ways you can serve it. Growing up, my mom always gave it to us in these. Gave us about 3 balls per serving. If you don't have that, you can just do it right in these small bowls. My mom's laughing. You can hear you laughing, Mom.
I'm just
All right. Yeah,
calm down.
All right. So now we have to wait to serve it. Traditionally, my mom used to serve it to us in these. These cute little bowls. Ooh, almost fell. Goodness gracious. I got it.
Okay.
All right. These are the hardest ones to do.
Yeah, that's true.
These shots, because they're so crazy. All right, so now we're waiting for them Ah!
All right. Oh, from the fried balls, it has to mix with the sugar syrup, and that gives that taste and the consistency of the gulab jamun. Yeah, look at me, baby.